Yo,
Yeah.
yo,
What it do? What it do,
what's
man?
good? What's good? What's good? Turn me up, turn me up.
Diddy,
Hey,
man.
turn us up, yo. Got my guy Two Real B Gaming with me. You know, one half of the Real Smoke podcast. We in here, chat. Turn us up, turn us up, turn us up, turn us up, turn us up. We here, man. We here. We back with another one. I know y'all missed us. I know y'all missed us.
Back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's get it. What's good, Real? What's good? What's good?
Man, we are cooling, man.
How you feeling?
Tapped in on all the platforms.
Yes,
We
sir.
live right now on YouTube. Y'all make sure y'all go tap in, go tune in. Let's engage, man. What's good, man?
That's good. The Real Smoke Podcast, man. Y'all make sure y'all go tap in. We live. Got my guy Two Real B Gaming live on Kick as well, live on TikTok, live on YouTube, live on Mars, live on the moon, wherever he everywhere. Y'all make sure y'all tune in, man. We about to turn up, man. We about to get this thing going, man. So what's the vibe been like on your side, Goat? Talk to me.
Man, been cooling, man. Been cooling, going through the normal walks of life, vibing, taking care of things that we need to. Um, yeah, man, getting back in the swing of things as far as streaming, and that's really been the vibe, bro. To be honest, yeah.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, man. Same thing over here, Life just lifing. Trying to get right, man. We trying to figure out how we gonna go crazy with this situation, you know what I mean? Yeah, I
Hmm.
know everybody been going crazy. Everybody been stressing on this new update with Call of Duty, but yeah, I've been running away from it, so I ain't trying to catch no headaches right now, you know what I mean? But other than that, man, we trying to push this podcast forward, you know what I mean? And we gonna just keep trying to go crazy with that, you know what I mean? But yeah, the mental is good, you know what I mean? And we trying to keep it that way, you know what I mean? So we'll stay
Well,
away from that.
just to speak on that mental, man. I don't think anybody has it all the way figured out. So
Hmm.
just being on that point, man. Um, Keeping the mental good and maximizing ways to maintain that health, right?
Yeah.
Um, Living in this world, I think that's important to talk about because nobody has it all figured out at all. Nobody's living a perfect mental health life out here. So just staying in good spirits and, like I said, figuring out ways to maintain that, not just through self, but through everybody that you love, for real.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, as much as like you communicate with people, I mean, people like to talk about mental health and like what they're going through, but even like we could advise people on how to probably deal with it, but I mean, what works for you might not work for somebody else. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
So,
oh yeah, oh
so
yeah.
that's another way of looking at it. You know what I mean? And the problems people have might not even be nothing close to the same as what you dealing with. Some people deal with death. Some people deal with stress. You know what I mean? Even financially. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And even as like men, you know what I'm saying? We find a way to like cope with it, or I guess how you want to say, smile through it. You know what I mean? As
Mm-hmm.
for like maybe on the woman side of it, they might just like you'll see them show more emotion, or they'll talk about it more, especially with their friends, you know what I mean? But with a dude, you know what I mean? We hold it in, we strong. We try to hold that junk together every time. 10 times out of 10, you know what I mean? But when you got like people that actually care about you and actually, you know what I mean, care for your well being, then sometimes you could actually speak about it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, man, like I said,
God.
I'm smiling through a lot as well, but I mean, I have probably some little going on that I'll think about like time to time, and that would be the one thing that just keep me up at night. You know what I mean? So you ain't getting no sleep or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Stressing. You're stressing in your sleep, but I mean, when you up, you up. You know what I mean? You just got to deal with your regular day to day. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah,
Right. Mhm.
that's my take on that. But what else, man? What you got planned? What you had going on during the week? I mean, anything that our people out here might find entertaining or take heed to. You know what I mean?
Um, so loaded question.
Oh, I'm
I
gonna
mean,
get
just
you
life.
talking. I'm gonna get you talking, bro.
Got to. Just life, and you know what I mean. Working, figuring out happiness with that. Um, being present and being the best dad that I can be. So all week, my daughter has been doing like a new basketball camp out here. So I've
Word.
been coaching and being at gyms all day while also streaming and living life. So staying focused on the growth of children around me, not just my daughter, but nieces and nephews and things of that nature has been something that's been keeping me busy lately,
Yeah.
as well as if anybody is tapped in with me on my social media, like you'll already know, uh, my form of expression has been a lot more open a lot lately. Um, for me, and everybody's different, right? But always lived in what you would call your purpose, my purpose, so to say. That's to be a good son, good father, good friend, and things of that nature. But I've always saw that deeper than worldly vibes, right? So that's been more of the expression lately. Expressing what that looks like, what that sounds like, not only in my reality, but in the reality that we're all witnessing. I've been hyper focused on that. Um, that always being a part of me prior to getting into gaming.
Yeah.
That wasn't much of a focus. My focus was all about just having my community understand me first as a gamer, and we'll get into all the serious talks, right? Nobody is urgently open to that anyways off the rip, right? So,
Yeah.
and knowing that, that's been the process. So that's pretty much been the process with me lately is being more open with exactly who I am and what I stand for, and find a way to do that without sounding like separation is being created. And that is something that I feel that is heard all the time. And it creates confusion and misunderstanding. And I'll leave it there. Said motivation is always the key. We got to push one another to be better. If you stressing, there needs to be a change in your life. You need to love and you need love and support dealing with mental health.
And that's coming from the
Yeah,
chat.
yeah. It's coming from
Okay.
the chat there.
Yeah. Once again, man, if y'all ain't tuned in, man, if y'all tuning into this podcast right now, y'all go check my guy out. Two Real B Gaming, live on Kick. Always live on Kick. Always live on TikTok. So y'all make sure y'all go check him out. Put them noties on. And y'all gonna always get some good content. But yeah, speaking more on that, like you said about people getting to know you more as a person slash content creator. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we chat behind the scenes about what we want this channel to be. You know what I mean? We want influence people. We want to dig deeper into like people knowing us as a person, and that's why I was discussing with you, like, bro, we gonna probably have sections of this channel and it's called a real smoke. So y'all gonna get everything that's pretty much real. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna get everything from smoke that's real. You gonna get everything from real that's real, and we gonna give it to y'all straight. You might get a session here where you seeing it just be real on the vlog. You know what I mean? You're gonna see me on the vlog. We might just be talking about like anything that needs to be addressed or stuff that we feel that needs to be addressed. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like don't we gonna have like open content on here, you know what I mean? So y'all gonna see a lot of stuff. You might find some comedy one day, you might find some realness one day, you might feel some emotion one day, and then you have a difference of opinion one day, you know what I mean? Like we brothers, you know what I mean, but we ain't gonna agree on everything. And that's been said since day one, you know what I mean? So but yeah, we still it's still a beginning platform, you know what I mean? We still ain't broke ground yet on solidly of how exactly we're gonna bring you the content, but it's coming though, and it's gonna be a bunch of different things. So we hope to have like a whole different community, you know what I mean? Well, a community of different people, you know what I mean? But everybody gonna still find some way to enjoy what we got going on, you know what I mean? So yeah, man.
I'm gonna piggyback
All
on that
right, piggyback then, go crazy.
because and this is the thing where um, I'm just gonna be self. We all gotta figure out like what's our purpose and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
I'm someone, bro, that as much as I don't want to, I'm learning, and I've always knew that, bro. I'm here to cause. Uh, in a way, I'm losing the word. Um, I'm here to be confrontational.
Okay. I was about to say, I said
You feel me?
dysfunction. I was about to say
No,
dysfunction, but
I'm here to
you
be
got it.
confrontational, fam.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not here to beat around the bush. I've never, I don't operate like that with anything, right? And so like the whole idea that you know agreeing to disagreeing and things like that, I
Mm-hmm.
totally understand that. But what I also understand too is that um, this thing is about uh, getting right, and if you're not getting right, like there's no in between. Like real talk, is either get right or you're not right,
All right.
right? Like there's no in between with anything in life, and that's just opinionated. That's how I feel. That's what I know. There's no gray area in things, and that's why on a small scale this shit is so confusing because we all allow gray areas to occur. You know what I mean? We
Right.
don't keep it real with each other about any freaking thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, and it's yes, personalities have to do with it, knowing who you are, what's your purpose, and things of that nature. But within all of that,
What about
I'm
your
no different.
surroundings?
I'm no different.
What about your
I'm no different
surroundings
from
though?
you, bro. Like what I put in my body from a healthy standpoint, we all should be doing. What
Mm-hmm.
you put in your body from a healthy standpoint and actually knowing that it's healthy for your body is what I need to be doing.
Right.
There's no there's no difference. You know what I mean? There's no separation, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna cause good health, period. You know what I mean? Regardless of not having time and it being convenient and whatever that cause gray area in living right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not here to be like it's okay to, you know what I mean? Even though I'm human and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not here for that, bro. I'm here to be like, yo, I'm sick of all this bullshit. Me and everybody I love, and that's just what it is. We're changing every freaking thing. We're
Hmm.
unlearning everything because it's not what it is. Period. You know what I mean? It's not what it is.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make that clear because that's not only is that's the way I'm showing up on social media, but in life, fam, in life, like in life, on everything, bro. Standing on business
Hmm.
about everything, bro.
And
If I see on everything, bro. If I'm in public and I see wrong being done, and I'm gonna, you feel me,
you gotta address it. I mean,
professionally address something, bro.
hmm,
I'm here to change little by little, bro. Whether they get it off the rip or whether they go home and it sinks in, you know what I mean? I
yeah.
was doing, you know, I'm out here being a demon. I'm out here being negative to people for no reason, you feel me? And that's gonna reflect back on me. Like I'm here for that. And I'm here to be judged in that way as well.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So that I can be better and be a better person, right? Like there ain't no more BSing around, gang. It's just dumb, bro.
But that's another thing too, though. Like that, just pretty much what you just was talking about. If you see wrong being done, you know what I mean. That's all negative right there. You know what I mean. And that, like, if you around somebody who's doing a lot of negative crap, you know what I mean. You gonna see that junk. If you don't say something, you know what I mean, then obviously all that negative is going to transfer to you. You know what I'm saying? So to me, this is my opinion on that. If I see somebody just being negative all day, you know what I mean, whether it's just whining, complaining, whatever, I'm gonna be that person. I'm gonna be that person to piss them off because I'm gonna be the one to be like, bro, you don't even have to be this way. You woke up this morning. You know what I mean? You don't have to be like that with these person. You don't got to keep whining about it. If you're not happy with what's going on in your situation, then change it. You know what I'm saying? Change what you got. Change your environment. You don't like your job, quit, bro. You don't got to be giving off people negative energy. If I come here to eat at your place, you know what I'm saying? And your ass rude as hell. I'm trying to get me a big ass plate of like friggin' chicken, you know what I'm saying? And you mad because you gotta serve me, bro. That's go work somewhere else, bro. You know what I mean? Don't be mad at your situation. You chose to do what you're doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna transfer to everybody you're working with. And then you go back, be like, man, I hate coming here to work, serving these people. They keep pissing me off. Bro, that's the job you turn up. That's the job you pick, bro. You want more money? Further your education, do something else, man. You know what I mean? They don't have to be college or nothing. Further your education, learn something else, get a better job where you don't have to see people all the time. You know what I mean? And I guarantee you, 10 times out of 10, you're gonna have positive energy. If you're making more money, you're seeing less people. That's your way of being good. You know what I mean? But like as far as the whining and complaining, man, I see it every day, man. And I try to give people different views on how they could look at shit to turn it into a positive. But if they completely negative, then they gonna just be that way. You know what I mean? I think that's just in them at that point. You know what I mean? They just steered the wrong way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like I can relate. It's like I relate to all of that. Um, but like not but it's like
But
yeah,
also,
not homie, but just like lack of vocab for real. But it's like for me, it's deeper than that.
Mhm. Speak it, man. Speak it.
Like I resonate with that, and Pete is saying that he resonate with that statement as well. I just feel like it's so much deeper than that. So like, for example, like I was saying, seeing somebody else treat somebody wrong, that negative energy, uh, you gotta you got to understand how to not accept things and know that that's not for you.
Mm-hmm.
So like, regardless of how that's viewed in a way to gossip and speak about the person,
Mm-hmm.
to be real, you don't accept those vibes. You know what I mean? Um, it's like you don't allow. So like saying that like somebody else can control how I feel, that is fake.
Mm-hmm.
I think that that's fake, bro.
Just in general, or like as far as like just a
In
person pissing
essence,
you
in
off, or
essence, in essence, bro. It's not. Nobody can make you feel any type of way.
mm-hmm.
It's all you, bro. That's how I look at things, right? I can relate to things like that onto like something to talk about, but for real, if somebody is like, it's not you, bro. It's not your energy. It's theirs,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's how I look at stuff. Like, if I am walking past a homeless man, right, and money fall out my pocket, I pick it back up, and I don't see him, and I keep going or whatever, right? He gon' he's gonna feel some type of way, like he's gonna be like, oh man, he didn't see me, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that's something. That's not the person that dropped the money and didn't see the homeless man.
Yeah.
That's the homeless man stuff. Whatever got him in that situation, he's
Mm-hmm.
still dealing with. He hasn't accepted it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looking for a savior, but not understanding that he has to save himself. Like nobody's gonna come around and change his life. You
Right.
have to forgive yourself for getting in this position, right?
Mm-hmm.
um, you have to do all these things and not be attached to whatever you put in your mind because of what you're seeing and what you're hearing. That's not. It's not your energy.
Right.
It's not. It's not for you. Now, for you to accept that, that says a lot about where you are. Where you are, you're not positive enough to really not let it affect you.
Yeah.
Like to say it rubs off is you're not as high and positive as you honestly think that you are. Bro, you feel me? Nobody can dictate how you feel. They
Mm-hmm.
can try, but mentally you allow it to sink in.
Yeah.
Somebody tell you, bro, you stink, bro, you ugly, blah blah blah. If that's not
If you
bro,
stink, you stink.
uh, just using some examples, but it's
Yeah, I
like
got you. I got you.
like bro,
Yeah. But yeah, you got me thinking though. You got
that's
me
not
thinking for
that's
sure.
not that's not my energy, bro. That's you. I'm gonna ask you like, what's wrong with you for real?
Mm-hmm.
Who hurt you for you to? All I'm doing is passing through, and you got the room to be like, whatever. You know what I mean? Pass on whatever kind of negative vibes. You feel me? Whatever that may be, whether it's envy, jealousy, feeling some type of way because that person is what he is. That's different to me, bro.
Right.
Live in self, bro. Like live in your own place. Nobody can control you but you, bro. And we give power to other people so easily to keep us depressed. You know, somebody can say something and make you think about something, and now you're all depressed, bro. That's you. You.
Mm-hmm.
That's you.
You know what that remind me of? When you said when Cat Williams talked about that self-esteem shit, it's the steam of your goddamn self,
Come on, bro.
bro.
Come
It's
on,
it's
bro.
not, but it's not me. It's definitely you. I mean, if you got some, that's 100%.
That's
And
you. And we all not perfect, and we
right,
all go through things. So we have to ask ourselves for real, like when I do make the time to interact with this person, if it ain't nothing of love, positivity, joy, something's wrong. So I'm dealing with something, right? And it's
right,
you have to know self, right? How to operate with people to even know that. You know what I mean? That's why some people are away, not because they don't fuck with everybody. You know, they have to figure out how to actually love and deal with people. because of a phase or something that they're going through, right? We all go through ups and downs, right? Some people understand that their energy is so powerful, bro, that just being,
Mm,
just being and vibing can throw things off, right? If I'm not on point, if you're not on point, you're allowing that energy from other people to create what you got going on. And it's not for you.
right.
Like it's not. It's not. You got to go heal yourself. Go somewhere and heal yourself before you be around people vibing. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
That's
And I don't think any of us really understand what that looks like and stuff because we don't have the time to. We don't have the time. We don't have these talks. We just live, right? And with just living, there ain't no way that you're being fed to be positive. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. In theory,
yeah.
it's not. You gotta force it.
I'm here listening, right? And I'm like, you got me at one point. Then I'm like,
Hmm.
hmm.
Top tip it.
There's a something else in there. There's a secret message in there somewhere,
Talk
and
to me.
I'm gonna bust that shit out. Whether it's whether it's now or it's when I go to sleep, I'm gonna get in the bed and I'm gonna be like, hmm, that's something different. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think I know
Huh?
what you're talking about. But hey,
Huh?
when you got it going on, and then like you know what I mean, some people are more like spiritually inclined than most. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people ain't tapped in the way a lot of people are tapped in. You know what I mean? But on certain levels, I think you understand certain things, not everything, but certain things. Like I feel like you saying like people don't have the time, I guess, to I don't know if you would call it heal or generate that positive vibe that like that untapped positive vibe is is what I'm taking from it. The untapped positive vibe, like that you just like to the point where nobody, not even one person, it don't matter what it is, could mess with your mental, you know what I mean? To where you gonna just be that type of person, you know what I mean? But like I said, I'm hearing certain things. I'm trying to break it down in the moment, but I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna get to it just like that. But I'm trying to, I'm trying.
Talk to me.
I'm gonna get,
Got me super intrigued because
bro, I'm gonna get some of it
that's
because I see myself, bro, and
mm,
just from what you know what I mean. That's just what you know. I mean, I see myself as a positive person, but I
mm,
still got my flaws. You know what I mean?
mm,
Because even with being
we
positive,
all do.
I might share some negative shit in a different person's like you know what I mean? Like it might not be negative to me at the time, but it's still something negative. You know
Let's
what I
talk
mean?
about that.
You know what I
Let's
mean?
talk about that. I'm too, bro.
Yo,
Let's talk about that.
bro,
What
oh
does that
God,
mean?
oh God, because I mean, some stuff is like it might be a laughter to somebody. You know what I mean? Somebody pain might be your joy at a particular time. You know what I mean? It might come out. It might not come off of like dead negative, but it could be little jokes. You know what I mean? People will send to you, and it'd be something negative. You know what I'm saying? But if that person were to see it, hey, you being negative right now. You being negative right now. But it was funny to me. But any other day, if I see something happening or something I see I could help, you know what I mean? I'm the first one to call. You know what I mean? I'm gonna find a way to make it to where you ain't got to be in that position, and to me, that's positive. You know what I mean? Being in somebody, supporting somebody is positive. You know what I mean? Trying not to be the the Debbie Downer in the room, how they use that word, you know what I mean? They in a to be that only negative person in the room. I won't start a negative conversation in a room full of people, you know what I mean? But when somebody does approach with something that might be negative, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be the first one to just be like, okay, maybe you didn't see it the way that person did. You know what I mean? You looking at it like this when the other person is like, well, you know what I mean? You trying to help you. But no, you just take it as like a spit in the face, or oh, that person don't really care about me. He care about what he gonna get, or just like like the negative part, like the hating. You could consider hating as negative, but the other person might not seeing it as, hey, it's a positive for him. You know what I mean? So I think that my positivity, the way I take it is like I try to see both sides. You know what I mean? Or look at, like, you always see people who going at it like this, you know what I mean? And then but you out here looking at it from the outside, you could kind of see both points, you know what I mean? But if you on one side looking at it with this person, then you gonna always go on that side. Or if you're on the other side looking at it with the other person, you always see their side. But if you look at it, if they in front of you and you seeing both of them, to me, I see both of them. You know what I'm saying? So I see both sides. So I'm always try to play devil's advocate sometimes in the situation. You know what I mean? It might come off negative too. Even though I'm still trying to be positive, I feel like it's still gonna come off negative, even if you're trying to show somebody another side of something. If you get what I'm saying.
I do. I do. Um, I do.
I don't know if you had like
It's
a
it's
bounce back to that one.
yeah, it's so deep, bro, because it's like the only thing that explains that makes that make sense
Mhm.
is this is the only thing that makes sense to me, bro. And it's so much, you know. Nobody knows it all. It's so
Mm.
much reading to do. But put it up dark. Have different personalities, bro,
Mhm.
and we coincide with different people in different ways, bro. That shit deep, bro. None of us know ourselves like that. So all of that, all of that chat becomes confusing for real to somebody like me that's hearing it because I can hear it on that level too. But like, bro, it's so much, bro. It's
Mhm.
so much, bro. Where I'll start, man.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a ton load for them.
Bro, it's so
we
much,
gonna have a
bro.
ton load for them.
It's so much, bro. Because all of these vibes and stuff, and the way that we learning how to deal with stuff is all learned. It's all learned from people that we saw and our parents and things like that, man.
Mhm.
Like it's all learned,
And
and it's not a vibe.
yeah.
Be honest, because that's where I was talking about, like creating like the gray area.
Uh-huh.
There's gray area in that.
Mhm.
It just is, especially when we all don't know who we are for real,
Right.
because you're not gonna understand who you can do that with.
Yeah.
You don't know who you can do that with, so you do that with everybody,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Or she may do that with everybody. She may operate like that with everybody, right? It doesn't. It's not gonna always match with everybody because
Right.
we have different personalities,
That's
right?
that's a fact.
From when we were born, everything, fam. Uh, but we can coexist with each other. It's
Yeah.
just understanding, hey, who is smoke for real, outside of for real, and it's bro, it's deep, bro.
On God,
It's
it
deep,
is.
bro. It's your genetic makeup, fam.
Right.
You know what I mean?
On
And
God.
you speaking in terms of knowing that you operate in positivity, I can reassure that, right?
Mm.
Um, not speaking on your personal experience, but it's like a lot of the culture of Caribbeans alone, um, they're still passing these vibes, right? And this mentality, right?
Mhm.
Although like a lot of it is lost, you see it resonating in these cultures a lot more. But it stems from, you know what I mean, a lot more truth than what we're even talking about now and what we talk about like every day, right?
Yeah.
But like
Mhm.
those are like little spirits and like branches that are still stuck in, you and the kids that you make and things like that, right?
Mhm.
But who talks like that, right? Who tells that? Who's talking to their kids like that? You know what I mean? Who's educating their kids on not only who their mom is and their grandmother is, but who her grandmother was, and just keep going back and understanding your history and where you
Mhm.
come from and your whole genetic makeup. I feel like we are at a point in society where we need to hyper focus on that because why not? It's gonna tell us who we are.
Yeah.
That's most definitely how I look at it.
Yeah. You in
Most
deep right
definitely.
now. Pause. But yeah, you definitely got some shit. Like you got me thinking the whole time. I'm like, you thinking I'm just like just sitting here. I'm like, it's more like, hmm. I'm my mind is open right now. So I'm basically like I'm trying to be the best co-host I could be right now. But wow, I'm just a listener right now. Like I'm listening. I ain't hearing what you're saying. I'm listening to you. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it's definitely something crazy. You know what I mean? But like I said, though, first it starts with energy. You know what I mean? Like energy is serious, and I don't think a lot of people know that. Like that energy shit is serious. That's what I want people to do this thing one time because I swear to God I did this before. Like my old lady was sleeping, bro. You hear me? My old lady was sleeping and I couldn't sleep, bro. I tapped her on the side, just rest my arm on her, and I fell right asleep, bro. I took me some of that energy, I sleep energy, and I jumped. I went right to sleep, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, cause she was sleeping good too. But that energy is real, man. I don't care what nobody say. I
Yeah,
see it all the
yeah.
time.
Talk, bro.
Bro, I swear, you think I be joking, bro? Like I swear, I did this jump and it worked, bro. Like sometimes, like I do different exercises to sleep. It don't matter what it is. Like if I know I can't sleep, lay down, count to 100 backwards. Try that. I'll sleep like I'm in a, like I'll lay
Exactly, bro.
straight, stay
Exactly.
on my back, put my hands right next to each other. Everything. I be trying to do all types of sleep exercises, bro. And if that's one thing I'm gonna do is if she's sleeping right next to me, I'm gonna put my hand on her, and I know I'm gonna fall asleep, bro. I'm telling you, just take that energy right away. You know what I mean? Let me get some of that hogging all the sleep. You know what I mean? But yeah, positive energy. You do good. Here, check. This is today too. Check this out, bro. And this is a perfect example right here. I was working on my old lady car, messed up, needed to go to the junkyard to get a part. So I go to the junkyard, bro. I
Mm-hmm.
pick up. I'm going in the junkyard, walking down, get to whatever car I need to get to. I see a cell phone on the floor. Picked the cell phone up. I thought it was like a busted joint. It was a working cell phone. Somebody left their phone in there. You know what I'm saying? Turned around, went up, gave the people at the office of the junkyard, you know what I mean? Gave them the phone. Boom. As I'm walking back to go in the junkyard, dude was like, "You a good man, bro. If it was me, I'd have took that shit." I'm like, in my head, I'm like, bro, yeah, that's why you gonna have bad karma. You dumbass.
Fact.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, why would I take the phone? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
All right, bro. All right. So now I go home now. I didn't find what I needed. I went home. I get home. I'm like checking my pockets, bro. I left my license and I lost $20 at the junkyard, bro. So I go back to the junkyard now. I went, walked around, traced my steps real quick. I didn't even think to go ask at the front desk if they seen my shit. Came back. I didn't see it where I traced my steps. Come back to the front. Anybody leave an ID, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, give them my name. Oh, yeah, we got one. Boom, my shit, bro. And I'm like, see? Somebody lost their phone, I gave them their phone. I lost my license, they came and returned it. But check the check the part out though. Remember I told you I lost $20, bro. I had $20 wrapped around my license, bro. Why the $20 wasn't there, bro? But whoever returned my ID, they got him a free $20, bro. Easy work, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, that dude probably was like, yeah, that's my helping fee. So you got my jump, but that's like, you know, what I mean, you do stuff good. I mean, eventually it's gonna come around. But that was like right there, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? What's to say that dude would have found the phone, you know what I mean? Pocket the phone, you know what I mean? Maybe none of that shit would have happened to me, or maybe I'd have lost my junk. I'd have seen the phone right there and just walked past it. Somebody else grabbed it, you know what I mean? Pocket it. I'd have lost my ID. Somebody have seen my junk and just leave it there, you know what I mean? I ain't returning this shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I said. That joke was crazy. It happened today, and we was talking about doing this shit today. You know what I'm saying? It was wild. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was a good one for today. That was my little story for today.
I kind of.
Hmm. Spit it out.
Nah, you funny because you know so much. You just want me to. You want me
Hey, you know what's crazy though?
Mhm.
Like
I'm comfortable,
I'm a
man.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's where I'm at.
I know that. I know that.
I ain't a cat. I ain't
Like
a cat.
I don't know it, but I know that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But check this. Like I feel like my energy and I feel like my purpose in a way is making people laugh, bro. And I've been doing that junk since a kid, bro. And I promise you this, bro. Like from down to like I say probably since I was like 11, like I could make people laugh, but it wouldn't be purposely, you know what I'm saying? It just be just some random junk, like it just the stuff that come out my mouth be some funny. You tell me go do a stand up, bro, I'm gonna get booed off stage. You know what I mean? I'll get booed off stage. I try to do some stand up, but if it's like just me in a room, you know what I mean? It's gonna be some fun in there. It's gonna be some jokes in there. It's gonna be people gonna be laughing. You know what I mean? So that's why I said like I ain't gonna be the one to talk a lot, but I give something funny in the midst of all the seriousness we probably got going on. You know what I mean? It'd be some funniness in there because I like to joke around a lot. You know what I mean? I'll be a jokester, but then it's like I know when to be serious. You know what I mean? So it'd be like that for me.
Hmm.
And this wine good as hell too.
Looking like it.
Mhm.
And that's the thing of my personality. Is shapes a little different, but not too different in the sense of being the same things, but just being inspiring, right? Since I was a kid, just by existing, for real. Not having to even say too much. The yapping is just something that is what has to be done.
Mhm.
Became a father, right? Understanding how important my voice is in general. Um, always been that way, even as a young kid to the family, but a lot more important once really got to stand on something. So understanding that I can be in a room and be the quietest person, but at the same time, if asked to speak about something that in my mind is deemed real,
Mhm.
small talk is not much of my thing to be real. Never has been. Um, the more and more research and figure things out, man, it just becomes a lot more obsolete to me, to be real. And that's just really where I'm at, bro. A lot of this stuff don't matter. Like, for sake of entertaining our audience and stuff, definitely gonna partake, but it's always gonna have the real view behind it as well.
Right.
So, for like example, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight, like, you guys are entertained. It's a question for anybody who's tapped in, anybody who want to engage. Like, you guys are really entertained,
Yeah.
and not to deem myself bigger or better or anything. I'm just like you. I was entertained before too. You know, was an entertainer. You know what I mean? It's just
Oh man.
while growing and stuff,
Right.
growing and learning how to work and learning how to, you know, like work this world. I think learning how to grow out of what's real and what's fake in the sense of like the entertainment business, I feel is really, really important because keeps us all from knowing who the freak we really are.
Mhm.
That's all it really does. It harvests that exact energy that we talk about to keep you from healing yourself, knowing yourself, being loved so that you can love people. Just we just worried about so much things that honestly don't matter, and it's used against us because energy is real.
Oh yeah.
It is.
That's
It
crazy.
is. It always is, bro.
That's
Place is
crazy.
magical, man.
Hey, we gonna have to go deep into that one on the next one, bro. Oh God. But like I said, I want you to be just as comfortable with me on here. You know what I'm saying? I want you to drop a drop that knowledge on the man. If you gotta do it yourself and I'm not around, we gonna try to do it every week. But in between that, you trying to spit some game to him. Hey, put it on there, man. I ain't playing. Put
Why
it
not
on
in the growth? Why not feeling like all is known? Because that's just not it. You know what I mean?
there.
And anybody that perceives it that way or hear anything that me or my brothers say and hear separation or divide, honestly, you have to just 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 listen and just think about it. Like let it sink in.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, that's not the motive whatsoever.
Hmm.
Whatsoever. I believe that the enemy creates separation.
Where?
I'm not anybody's enemy.
Oh
Right? I don't, I don't
God.
even. So,
I mean, if anybody see me as an enemy, you know what I mean? It gotta be
a lot
something
of like
else behind that. Yeah.
real topics can make, it can
Yeah.
steer
Right.
different mentalities, right? 'Cause that's all we know. That's all we know. All we hear something that somebody sounding like they so smart and you think you know it all and blah blah blah.
Hmm.
You have that kind of energy, to, you know what I mean? Just hang around, man. Enjoy the love, cause fill you up with it, fam.
But that's crazy. Like, you know why? Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you something, and this is not like to down that person or whoever says that, but some people like that are not intelligent enough to have that conversation. You know what I'm saying? But that'll be the same person after a while. They latch on to what you said. You know what I'm saying? They'll come back for that same game. You know what I mean? And next thing you know, y'all either gonna be having a conversation or they gonna be spitting that same thing that you spit to them to somebody else every time, bro. Cause I mean, either way you put it, you still put out that energy, bro. That's more energy for them. You know what I mean? Or it might take over what energy they got. You know what I'm saying? And then they gonna just spread that same thing. And guess what? They gonna all come back over here. You know what I mean? They gonna come back with the same energy. They're gonna come back with an open mind, and they're gonna be right back over here listening to what you gotta tell them. You know what I mean? Maybe you was right on what you said over here. You know what I mean? And I mean that's going. I think that's going to just bring even a different kind of engagement. You know what I'm saying? It's never. It don't always gonna be like I would say. I mean, it could be looked at as negative, but like it's just you gotta keep an open mind. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. You gotta keep an open mind. I don't ever down what nobody says. Like as far as what they say, it's not true, or unless you did the research. You know what I'm saying? Unless your research is just that much better than what that other person is speaking to you. You know what I mean? I don't ever think like it's gonna be like that, but I always think like if you,
What you mean?
uh
I'm here for confrontation, fam. I'm
you know what
here
I'm
for
saying?
all the smoke,
That's what I'm
bruh.
saying. That's why it's called a real
So like,
sport, man. They
so
got they
like,
got to come get it. But like I said,
right.
if your information to them ain't what you see it as, ain't what they see it as, you know what I'm saying? And they go do their research and they come back and then
They talk to me.
you know what I'm saying, they go do their research and then they come back over here and then they see like what you was saying is like that's what it is, you know what I mean? Then you educated them at that point. But let's say because let's
Absolutely.
just say that what you gave them wasn't right, you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
or in their
Hmm.
eyes wasn't right, and then they come back and then they bring some information to you. It's gonna be like you said, that conversation gonna come. It's gonna be debate, or it's gonna just be like people educating each other. You know what I'm saying?
Let me be vocal about that
Yeah,
because people don't understand me, right?
yeah,
Um, Prior to being comfortable in doing this online,
right.
like, like, well, probably like what I've been doing is I've been doing this offline, right,
Mm-hmm.
with my immediate family, right, and like, just quickly with that being said, huh? You understand how difficult that is, right?
Right.
Like we all learned a certain way, right? So I'm coming with the same knowledge, but telling you that, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That creates what you like to call, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, Family's my family, right? So I'm definitely going to have extra level of patience and appreciation and things of that nature. But to be honest, that's just me in general. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? That's just me in general. Understanding that what we learned before, that instilled the debate mode,
Mm-hmm.
right? I learned the same thing, and I was a debater, right? Deconstructing it. Um, I don't got time for debate. It's more so there's not, bro, there's no debating. There is,
Right.
like you said, learning from each other and things of that nature, but
Yeah.
I'm putting it out there. I'm not. This is not a debate
Yeah.
because I learned it that way too, and I've operated in the same.
Mm-hmm.
I operated in the same for all my entire life. Like it took
Mm-hmm.
many experiences and different people that you guys know of,
Mm-hmm.
first and last name, right? Well, I've had these encounters. You know what I mean? But it's like I've operated like that.
Mm-hmm.
I understand it so differently now.
Yeah.
Like that's it's something I understand that it's something wrong with that, right? But so I say it again. I'm not here for debating.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna sound and come off. But I'm always going to try to narrow it to
Yeah.
understanding and learning from each other. But
Okay.
yeah,
The
I'm
only
not here.
the only the only
Not to
thing
say that I can't learn, cause
yeah.
you know what I mean. But
The only thing I would give a little bit of pushback on that
mm-hmm,
is unless you're like self taught a lot of the stuff that you know what I mean? The only reason I say that is because I feel like everybody got the information somewhere. You get what I'm saying? That would be my only argument to that situation. Like, if you, let's say this person learned, let's say you and another person having a conversation, not a debate, a conversation, and y'all, okay, so now y'all conversation headed to something where y'all end up disagreeing, whatever, you know what I mean? But you got your information one place and they got their information one place. You know what I mean? So it's now it's something. You get what I'm saying? That's the only reason I say it would be called some type of a debate. You know what I mean? So it's like it won't have to turn into a debate because, like you said, you learning something from somebody. You might both of y'all informations might be right. You know what I mean? Both of y'all informations might be right, and then y'all just combine that shit. You know what I mean? Y'all just taught each other something else. You know what I mean? But like I said,
and and to me, bro,
mhm,
that's how it's. That's how to me. That is how it's supposed to shape. If
mhm,
you are in tune for real, if
mhm,
what you learned, I'm sorry, but that's how I understand it, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. If you know,
mhm.
really, bro, it should hit that way.
Right.
It should hit that way because there is truth in both sides,
Mm-hmm.
right? But there's source.
Mm-hmm. That's what
After
I'm
or
saying.
before.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Like
It
so
gotta be.
it's like what are we debating?
Yeah.
And then it's like, huh?
yeah.
Getting to you to learn. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come
But
on now. Giving to you to learn.
I'm just putting the scenarios out there, so I know you know where my mind is at. I'm putting the scenarios out there because I'm gonna be subjective and I'm gonna be a little bit objective. But it's going
But
I'm gonna put something out there to make you think. You know what I mean? Like maybe this ain't. And then another thing too is not to go off of that. Another thing too is how the energy is coming towards this subject. You know what I mean? People come at your shit with a malicious intent. You know what I mean? Like, all right, I'm gonna just that's not what it is. I'm coming with this. You know what I mean? Yeah, or you ever or they could come at you like, you ever think maybe it could have been like this, or what's your thoughts on this? You know what I mean? It ain't what's your thoughts. It's like, nah, you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like that would turn it into something different. You know what I'm saying? As well, to me. But like I said, if they bring in the information in, like this is what I was also told, or it might have been slightly this. It's so many words that could change how the conversation could go. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Like if it's how it's being pushed out. You know what I mean? In that sense, that's what I think.
Anything that creates separation,
Hmm. Hey, repeat it.
any,
Repeat it. Repeat that
anything
joke.
that creates separation is the enemy.
That's I might have to title that. Anything that creates separation is the enemy. I might have to title that. Too real message.
Bro,
Hey, I'm almost done with this glass of wine. We on about an hour in. We gotta save some of this. You know what I mean? Bro, we cooking, man. We cooking, bro.
I'm so these combos is needed. Like
Facts.
just free flowing, like throwing it out there. Like I know I know self. So like with self, I've always had this issue where um no matter what my intent is, my delivery always need works. And it's because well, this is how new to think of it. Um, I have a certain stature. I have a tone, right? And trust me, like it's always been like that. No matter if I'm operating with good intent or not, right? Somebody's always feeling intimidated or belittled when that's not the intent whatsoever. Um, Understanding now that that's not for me, bro.
Mm,
I'm gonna self improve on delivery just because I know that's something that's gonna make me better, right? My intent is good, improve on how I deliver it. But at the same time, I should cease worrying about that so much if my intent is good. You know what I mean? That it's not for me, bro. It's not for me to worry about how other people like perceive the energy, bro.
right.
Whether it's oh my god, I'm so scared, or bro, that's you. I'm not doing that to you. That's your perception, fam. You have to. That's why nothing else. Everything else that we learn keeps us from thinking like that. It's all allowing other people to dictate how we feel and how we live and things like that. Freak is that? Now you
That's great.
operating in sadness and fear and depression. Cause of what, bro?
I think,
It doesn't resonate. It doesn't resonate.
and I think people that go through that. I'm not saying like I'm the strongest person, but I think people who find it harder to deal with like depression or stay depressed most of the time, you know what I mean, or can't find a way to bounce back, like you're not really in tune with yourself. You don't really know yourself that good. You know what I mean? Because I think you would actually be able to say, "Oh, like I could deal with this." You know what I mean? This is like nothing right here. This compared to the struggle I probably been through way worse. You know what I mean?
No,
Like they
real talk.
probably had like strong. They have probably has word things that were worse happen to them in life, but like a small situation to make them stress. You know what I mean? Or make them depressed. So, but yeah, that's a,
Just it depend on self, man. Like what you think, what you allow yourself to think. You can manifest whatever you want, bro.
mhm,
You can sit here and get upset at whatever right now.
that's facts.
Like literally.
Yeah. Well, hey man, I would love to chop it up some more, my guy. Why? I gotta go to work in the morning.
Say that.
Oh, I gotta go to work in the morning, but we was definitely we could have probably cooked up for another hour on this damn subject, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. But we gonna say that for the next one. I'm gonna have something for you next time though. I think I got something for you. I got something for you. I ain't gonna even tell you because I want it's gonna come straight off the top, right? Like this one. Like we talked about subjects that we were said we was gonna talk about, but the energy, you know how it worked. We ain't even touched on half the stuff we talked about, or not even 3/4 of the stuff we talked about. You know what I mean? And that was our freestyle chat. That wasn't nothing scripted. Just real smoke, you heard? Just real smoke. That's all we got for y'all, man. We gonna keep it at that. But y'all make sure y'all put them noties on.
Make sure.
If you're
man,
new,
lock in with noties.
hit that subscribe button. If you're catching this on the late, hit that subscribe button still. Hit them noties, hit that like button. You know what I mean? And we gonna have something else for you, man. You sign them out with yourself, really, you know what I mean?
Man, it's your boy, man. Terrific Gaming with a W podcast. Shout out to my co-host, the GOAT, man. Free Smoke 340.
No.
Vibes, man.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Every time, bro. Every
Yes,
time.
sir. We gonna wine and dine them, you heard? Let's get it. One half of the Real Smoke podcast, man. Guy Two Real Big Gaming. It's your boy Free Smoke 340. We out, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We go to end this bad boy. Yeah.